Student friends, let me continue with topic number 3, that is mobile communication. Students, in yesterday's lecture we studied the detailed aspects about the transmitter block which is involved in the block diagram of cell phone. What exactly it consists of, how it transmits the voice signal from transmitter into this space. And after the signal has been transmitted into the space, the microwave radiations will travel from the space into the atmosphere. By using the searching technology through the different atmospheric layers which are formulated, particular cellular phone to which the number is dialed is selected, and then the aspect of a receiver that starts. That means in our cellular phone, receiver is connected to the receiving antenna through the duplexer, as well as it is connected to the frequency synthesizer and also the logic unit. Dear students, once the voice signal reaches to the cell phone, the receiving antenna starts working, and the block diagram of the receiver of the cell phone is represented in this particular diagram. So this is the peculiar diagram of the receiver that is used in cellular phone. It begins with the receiving antenna. As we already studied when we studied the transmitter, that same antenna is going to be used as a transmitting antenna as well as a receiving antenna, which is connected to the duplexer. Dear students, in yesterday's lecture, as far as duplexer is there, we have connected a receiver at that particular place. Meaning thereby, this is the situation. Again, I will show. This is the duplexer block which we are studying. And this is the arrow that indicates the receiver. This receiver we are going to study today. But that signal reaches to the antenna now. Antenna is connected to the duplexer. We already studied that for the duplexer, the signal from transmitter is also given. That was studied in yesterday's lecture. Means same antenna is going to act as a transmitting antenna as well as a receiving antenna. Here we are studying the antenna from the point of view of receiving antenna. In general, we can say it consists of a receiving antenna, a duplexer. As a being it is a receiver block, you have to remember almost all the receiver that were covered in the last semester. That is, generally receiver is used for the purpose of demodulation or detecting the signal. That makes use of RF tuner, amplifier, demodulator, and then the destination. In general, we can almost all same blocks are also going to be included in this receiver also. The output of duplexer from the receiving antenna, it is given to the RF amplifier. As a being, the signal received by the receiving antenna is very weak. It is amplified by the amplifier. We also study the RF amplifiers in practical, which was started just now. but due to some COVID problems, we have to stop that. There we have included one of the amplifier as RF amplifier and second amplifier is IF amplifier. The frequency within radio frequency range which is received by the receiving antenna are amplified by this amplifier. Then it is given to the mixer stage, to which the signal from local oscillator is also provided. We are aware that local oscillator might be it is a Hartley oscillator or might be it is a Colpitts oscillator that generates the frequency higher than that of incoming radio frequency signal received. Both the signals are going to beat with each other in the mixer. It undergoes super heterodynamic principle and generates the intermediate frequency of 82.2 megahertz. This 82.2 megahertz frequency is amplified by the IF amplifier. Again, this IF amplifier is designed to amplify only the signal having the frequency 82.2 megahertz. This IF amplifier output is given again to the mixer oscillator. To the mixer oscillator, again local oscillator frequency is provided. Both will beat here, again undergo super heterodynamic receiver, and it generates the required frequency band of 10.7 megahertz. We are well aware with this particular band of frequency, that is, it is a radio frequency band 10.7 megahertz. This is amplified by the power amplifier, where the power level is amplified. After that, this FM signal is demodulated by discriminator circuitry, that is by the ratio detector or Foster-Seeley detector is being used to demodulate the FM signal, and original audio electrical signal is separated. From this so separated audio electrical signal, it is given to the audio filter, where only audio frequencies are filtered, rest of them are attenuated. Output of the audio filter, it is given to the power amplifier, that is AF, audio frequency power amplifier. Output of audio frequency power amplifier, it is given to the speaker. Speaker converts audio signal into the acoustic sound signal. Thus, the signal, acoustic sound signal, which is transmitted from the transmitter via transmitting antenna, after traveling through the atmosphere, after searching to the cell phone, it receives the receiving block. By undergoing all this process, it reaches to the speaker, and again we are going to listen the voice of the person who is speaking on the other cell phone through the transmitter via mic. This is the prime role of receiver. But when this aspect is going on simultaneously, as we have studied that in a cellular communication, in every cell there is a low power transmitter and that of receiver. The transmitted radio frequency signal will be monitored in the receiving tower, and for that particular purpose the signal is generated in the receiver. That signal is amplified by direct coupled amplifier, and its output is given for the used for the purpose of RSSI, that is receiver's signal strength indicator. This indication will be much useful to undergo the handoff process. As we already explained that handoff process is the process when mobile vehicle is moving from one cell to the another cell, then the cell from which the mobile is moving, that particular strength of transmitter receiver is reduces, whereas the cell towards which the vehicle is moving, in that particular cell, its tower strength increases, and thus the radio frequency signal for that particular cell phone is transferred from tower of the one cell to the tower of the other cell. This process of transferring the signal strength from one cell to the other cell is known as handoff. And to undergo this particular process, the indication given in the respective towers, receiving towers, plays a very vital role, and for that particular purpose, the signal is prepared in the receiver of the cell phone, and it is given to the receiving tower just to indicate its strength, known as receiving signal strength indicator. Another aspect is that to perform the logical steps for the receiving the signal and to perform its analysis, to get the acoustic sound signal through the speaker, the signal is also given to the logic unit. That signal is extracted. It is given to the bandpass filter. After filtering the signal, it is given to the logic unit. It receives the signal from the receiver and starts performing the necessary logical steps for the purpose of analyzing the received signal for the RSSI purpose, also for the speaker purpose, so that acoustic sound signal will be generated through the speaker, and transmitter of the cellular phone from which the signal is transmitted, and receiver of the cellular phone for which the signal is received, both in between that the entire communication in a full duplex manner takes place. And that is the role of a receiver which is being used in the cellular phone or cell phone. This is what one can understood about the receiving block which is being used in the cellular phone. The receiver receives the frequency between 820 MHz to 889.98 MHz because 666 channels operates within the range of 800 to 900 MHz. As we already studied that for first channel, say the frequency is 800 MHz. Second channel has a frequency of 800.03 MHz with a 30 kHz bandwidth. Like this, almost all transmitter transmit the frequency within the range of 825 MHz to 889.98 MHz. Accurately, those frequencies are received by the receiver of cell phone. This signal is given to the RF amplifier that boosts its level and used for dual conversion. The first IF amplifier produces 82.2 MHz IF by beating input with local oscillator signal passed through the filter to the second mixer to get 10.7 MHz. So this is our final intermediate frequency. The signal is demodulated, de-emphasized, filtered and amplified before given to the speaker of the handset, from where you can listen acoustic voice signal from the person who want to communicate with the other person. The demodulated output is filtered to DC level whose amplitude is proportional to the strength of received signal, which is monitored by received signal strength indicator that decides switching from one cell to the other. And also the signal is filtered through band pass filter and then given to logic unit of cell phone to perform logical steps required for reception of signal. Okay, so this is the role of, to which we can call it as receiver block, that is used in receiver of the cell phone. Please do remember, in the main block diagram of cell phone, frequency for dual conversion is obtained from the frequency synthesizer block, which is connected to the receiver as well as to the logic block. Dear students, that's all about receiver as one of the important block which is used to receive the signal, to demodulate it, to generate the acoustic sound signal, to produce signal strength indicator, and also the signal for the logic unit. Rest we'll see it in the next period.